Hey there, oh there, guys. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. And obviously, you can see that we're talking about Fallout New Vegas today. This has got to be one of my favorite games of all time. All right, and I wanted to read this quote for Todd Howard, saying Obsidian was the only choice for Fallout New Vegas. They had done something similar with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, and we knew them really well. We knew we were going on to Skyrim. The franchise was back, but we knew there was going to be a long break until Fallout 4. How can we keep this going? And we've seen this load of hooey go on for years now in the gaming industry, where one year, the game that everybody's playing, everybody hates. A bunch of people hate on it. A bunch of people don't like it. It's not return to form. It's so far from form you couldn't even imagine. Just a bunch of dumb, for lack of a better term, shit. You see it happen every single year with Call of Duty. You see it happen with Battlefield from time to time, where, yeah, granted, that one with 2046, the game did launch as a piece of shit, and then over time it became good. You see, like, glorification of bad games, right? And it's, oh my God, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. And then they look back on it as the best thing that ever happened, and we didn't realize how good we had it. Now, I'm not saying that people did that with Fallout New Vegas. I'm saying that Todd Howard did that with Fallout New Vegas. Obsidian was put between a rock and a hard place, right? If you don't know the story of how Fallout New Vegas came to be, basically Obsidian had 18 months to crack out a whole fucking game. And what they cracked out was hands down one of the best Fallout games, possibly even one of the best games of all time. Now, I know that that's a big statement. Like I said, this is one of my favorite games. I probably have close to like 100,000 hours in it. Not literally, but a whole lot of time. I've beaten it every single way. I've beaten it, multiple play styles, multiple playthroughs. Gotten every single legendary in the game, I guess is what they're called now in like Fallout 4 and 76. There's really little to nothing that you can tell me about Fallout New Vegas that I don't already know. Which sucks because I really want to replay it, but every time I replay it, I'm like, it becomes like a checklist of shit that I need to do. And I really, really want them to do a remake. And hopefully, if the rumors are true, we're going to get one. But for years, it's almost like Todd Howard and the guys over at Bethesda didn't acknowledge Obsidian for the longest fucking time. And now they get this new TV show, which is the first season was fantastic, right? The second season, it's kind of losing its direction almost. I'm starting to get a little bit worried, especially considering Macaulay Culkin was the fucking Leggett Lanius. If I'm not mistaken, that's his name. I don't know if that's actually Macaulay Culkin's name in it, but that was his name in the game. And he is not intimidating at all. He takes his mask off almost immediately, so you have to know it's him. I was expecting them to like unmask him, like maybe in like a huge fight between Lucy and him and the ghoul, but it is what it is. And anywho, I'm getting off topic here. You finally start to see them paying respect to Obsidian and the guys who made this game, because their show is finally getting recognition and their show is finally like getting some success. And they have to thank the people that made the game, because they themselves did not make the game, even though it is one of the most successful spin-offs in gaming history, probably. Not made by the parent studio. So much so that none of the guys who even worked on Fallout New Vegas work there anymore. So you can't really do anything with them. They invited them to the set. That was pretty much it. That's the only thank you they got. Proceeds to never employ any of the writers or workers who made the game. Ruins its legacy with slop low IQ TV show. Let's see what else people are saying about this. Tourists like yourself need to learn to shut the fuck up. I doubt you've even played New Vegas. Valid. They not only ruin its legacy, but spit in the faces of the writers by decanonizing Courier 6's existence. No questline or ending is canon. Absolutely egregious. If you weren't tourists, you'd know the writers don't even like the games they wrote, which granted is weird, but New Vegas isn't even that heavy writing-wise. It's just a good RPG, which is fair. I think it was just a fun ass fucking game. In the sense that you had so much to do in it. You had so many different play styles you could do. You had so many different factions you could work with. I honestly didn't know that. I don't know if the writers actually do like it. I'm just believing them. When New Vegas 2, Todd. Well, we're waiting. Yeah, even when or if they ever do this, it's not going to be the same. You know, smart call. Obsidian turned New Vegas into a legend. Proof that trusting the right team keeps IPs thriving between majors. Obsidian is just a woke studio ran by Troons now. A truly sad decline. Let's see what they're talking about. Obsidian, a circle. That's the number of white people in the game. Who cares? Obsidian has blocked you. That's kind of crazy. Obsidian doesn't want to make Fallout. Obsidian wants to make Avowed. The people who made New Vegas are long gone. Only gave them 9 months to make a game on an engine they were unfamiliar with. I thought it was 18 months. Well, here I am. I guess let's actually fact check that. How many months did New Vegas take? Yeah, it was 18 months. Fallout New Vegas was developed by Obsidian Entertainment in an incredibly tight time frame, 18 months, a short period for a AAA game that necessitated reusing Fallout 3's engine and assets, leading to a famously buggy but loved state. Development time, Obsidian was only given 18 months to create the game after taking it to Bethesda. Impact, the rush schedule meant heavy reliance on existing technology, which contributed to the game's bugs, and but also allowed for deep RPG elements and writing to shine through. Yeah. But anywho, again, like what I'm trying to get at here is that people have been shitting on Fallout New Vegas for years, and by people I do mean the folks over at Bungie, and now all of a sudden they're over here trying to turn it into, you know, the most amazing studio. We trusted them. We knew what they were capable of. We knew what they were doing. Like, no, for the longest time they didn't even acknowledge them. And now that the one game that people have been wanting a remake of, or, you know, a sequel to, is finally getting the shine that it deserves, they're trying to claim it as their own because they unfortunately have put out some pretty shitty games in the last couple years, especially with the Fallout 4 anniversary. Fallout 76 is just bleh. You know, Fallout 4 in general was okay. It's kind of bland. Not really a fun factor there. Skyrim was good. You know, people aren't really they're wanting more games like Fallout New Vegas, but they're not liking what Bethesda has put out in the last couple of years, especially with Starfield. I remember watching my dad play Starfield and just being like, dude, it's kind of like No Man's Sky with a little more action, but it just seems like a loading screen simulator. And I hate to say that because the game itself did seem pretty cool, but being spread out over a bunch of planets just didn't seem like a good idea, especially whenever they weren't ready to fully fledged make, you know, Fallout 4 size maps for each planet that were that lived in. Anywho, this is just my thoughts. What are your thoughts over on Fallout? Are you guys watching the Fallout TV show? I almost said Fallout New Vegas TV show. Might as well be the Fallout New Vegas TV show. Maybe then it would actually be good. I hate that the first sight that we saw of this armor was a fucking old ass man that pointed a gun and then got told to like disarm and then immediately. Why is everybody taking their masks off? Stay in the cool armor, bro. Stay in the cool armor, please. Anywho, I appreciate y'all for stopping by the channel. Hope to see y'all tomorrow. Peace.